third beer. I'm gonna open my third beer
Oh yeah, what are you
because
drinking?
I don't apricot blondes.
All right.
You have so much motivation and self restraint. It's great.
I don't know about
I'm
any of
terrible.
that. I feel like I'm just a hot mess, and so I have to like just try and do a little bit to ramp up the discipline.
You do. You're like underneath. You have to keep everything together because underneath it, you're like feral, kind of,
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
probably.
yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Well,
I mean?
I'm taking a little booze break from while I'm at home. I'm trying it out. It's not working great, but I'm trying it out. I'm trying to find more winter energy. I haven't found it yet, but it's my latest strategy.
And you've been home for a minute, right? Like 2 weeks or
Yeah,
something.
last 2 weekends I wasn't, but then like I feel like then it makes for me like being on the porch tour things more of a party. So it's like if I drink every single night in my house and then you show up, it's like, all right, I don't want to drink. I want to go home and do that. So now it's like,
Yes.
yeah, now I'm keeping it for porch tour.
All right. I get it. Hey, everyone in the chats, constitutional carpet. Can you see the chats, Robbie? Can.
I cannot.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I have a bunch of regulars, so you know.
Hell yeah. My home get when do you start your home? Like I used to. I mean, I had a whole bar here for a while because every time I went to the liquor store, I would shop like I was throwing a party, which I wasn't. But then like I had a nice stash of like bourbons and shit, and then that was my jam was like a bourbon or rye over the rocks. Come like 10 p.m. It was the best.
How many would you have?
I think it
Three.
depended on. No, it depended on the evening. There were definitely some where it was just like one, which is probably a double, and then some evenings where it was a lot more than that. But I mixed it up. You don't want to count. You're at
Well,
home. It's not like you got to pay the bartender. So
that's true. That's I'm like all this drinking because I like to drink when I do the live streams, just because it's like being at the bar, but it's a lot cheaper to do it at home. But then I'm
hell
like,
yeah,
holy shit! I went through a whole big thing of tequila in like 2 weeks. I'm like, how the fuck does that happen?
no, that's great. It's setting the vibe. It's a hangout show. Like the guys at the shed hate me right now because that used to be like the Thursday night. It was Thursday nights we shed and we used to get real hammered. And now I'm the one showing up each week. Like, please open the door if you're smoking weed. I've become a real adult. It's not cool.
It's good to do it for a while, and then you can let loose at another time if you want.
Yeah, and then hopefully it seesaws one of the other guys being gay, and then I get to yell at him and be like, "Dude, we're supposed to be partying in the shed. I don't want to hear this bullshit." And I'll be like, "I lost custody of my kids. I'm on a court order." I'll be like, "I don't want to hear it."
Drink. Hi
Yeah.
everybody that's watching. Robbie, this is Robbie. I don't know if you want to introduce yourself a little bit.
What's up, everybody? That's supposed to be your job. You're the host. Give me a nice introduction. Let the people know.
Okay. Hi everybody. This is Robbie the Fire. He is a comedian. He has been a comedian for 11 years, right?
Sounds about right. Can we
12.
lie? Can we say more like 7? 7 sounds like a good amount for where I'm actually at. 11 sounds like, something happened. 7's
Why?
good.
You're so
Why?
young though. 11's good for how young you are.
Am I young? I don't feel young. All right, we'll go with 11. 11 works. But I didn't mean to interrupt your flow. You had like a good,
Yeah.
nice sultry ring going there. I almost felt like I was going to make that my intro.
Robbie the Fire, comedian, co-host of. Well, no, that's going to be third. First, he has his own podcast, Run Your Mouth, and Robbie the Fire on YouTube. Which is your thing's been going to YouTube, or you?
So I just got my Run Your Mouth channel is on a temporary suspension from the last episode I did with Steven, my resident non-scientist COVID wonder boy.
It was a good
And
episode.
it was a great episode, and I accidentally put that one up on both channels, so I don't know why one got a strike, the other one didn't. And they make it very like YouTube's not a viable platform for me because like you can't. Like I was really growing the Robbie the Fire channel, but then with all the strikes, you kind of people stop following your channel if you don't post there for a month. Whatever.
But
That's why.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. I don't think I had anything else there.
Yeah, you're a comedian. You just talk. So that was the first strike for the Run Your Mouth one, though, right?
I feel like there was another strike, but usually I this is the first currently active strike, if that means anything to you. Have you gotten any strikes?
Not yet, and there's been hard R's and everything, man. So we'll see. Nothing yet. I'm almost in monetization too, and you can't have any strikes to get monetized.
So that was just you talking about the people you like to sleep with. So they don't,
Yeah.
they're not offended by that.
I'm allowed to say it.
You're giving compliments. How many shoes would you say you, because I'm getting a little shoe crazy myself.
Yeah, but you get like good work shoes, right?
I've been on a discount Cole Haan jam, like, because I once bought a very expensive pair, and so every time I see them under like a specific price point, I'm like, I gotta buy all these shoes, and now I just have boxes of them.
No, that's good though. You like them, right?
Yeah, they're great.
That's good. None of my shoes. I only have one expensive pair. The rest of them they're not expensive shoes. I'm not one of those bitches.
I find like I like to find the nice shoes with the sneaker bottoms so that I don't hate wearing them. Can you actually, like, if you wear your high heels, at what point in the night are you like, I want to die?
It depends on which one they are, but like I even have some that have tread on them and stuff too.
Oh, that's cheating.
No, but some of them are very uncomfortable, and you're like, fuck. Like, you want to. But if you ruin your feet enough, which I have over the years,
right?
I
You just get used to it.
Yeah, you're like, whatever, it's fine. That's how I got used to heels in the first place. I worked this job. It was an office job, and I was there alone all day. So I had a pair of heels, and I would just walk around in the office, like get used to it. But
you would practice your heel wearing in the empty office.
Yeah.
Did
Why not?
You take any nice falls?
No, I don't think so. But I've been out walking, and I've been out and taking some falls. I've like missed steps.
I'm surprised they don't do any like heel races. That sounds like a fun event. Maybe we should put that together, like a heel marathon or like a heel mile or something. You know
who I bet does do that is some like trans stuff at Pride. I bet they do that kind of thing. We need hot girls to do it though.
Way to make it not fun. I had a vision for something that was fun, and then you really turned it. Hey, let's put some trans people in front of kids. That was not my vision.
I did not say that.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I was trying to have a wholesome slut event where a bunch of slutty bitches, preferably strippers or people that want to pretend like they are strippers.
The strippers are real good. They're pros.
Yeah, I bet if we got like serious sponsors on this event with money on the line, these stripper bitches might come out in the afternoon when they normally do their workouts.
unless you work the afternoon shift, which can be good too. So
I feel like the afternoon shift is depressing. They don't want to work. They show up. I've been there in the afternoon. They're all just eating dinner, being like, when is this place going to be full and fun? And why am I here right now?
Well, that's when you get the worker dude, like white collar worker dudes come in the afternoon, because they have a wife at home and they have to come they just want some attention. That's what it is.
Happy hour lap dances.
Yeah. Like they just want, some attention of a pretty girl. That's why I can't judge it. I can't judge it.
I gotta say, when I'm at the strip club, because they don't speak English that well, and I'm just like, we don't have to do the conversation part. Like, I don't need you to talk to me. That's not what I'm here for.
No, it's more fun when it's all like quiet and slow and dark in your face, and then you're like, all right.
Yeah, like I'll just take a lap. Like, I'm just here. I'll hand you money and you can show me your breasts, and we don't have to have any conversation. That's not why I came here. I'd rather you didn't talk to me.
That's the whole point. Otherwise you'd get a girlfriend or whatever.
Exactly.
And then,
or I'll hang out with people that know English. Like, I am
what don't they, are they like Russian or?
No, if you're lucky, if they're Russian. They're Russian and they're hot. Sometimes they just grew up in Harlem, and so they just put all of their resources into their big booties, and that's all they have. It's taken up all their blood and stuff, so they just don't have coherent thoughts.
And it is sometimes very cliche at the strip club. Like you could get in and do it good, but it is so cliche sometimes. Like the single mother stuff, you're just like, really?
Sometimes the Russians and the Ukrainian women though are gorgeous, but sometimes they don't speak English. I'll tell you what ruins it for me is I hate the overly aggressive ones that you aren't interested in. And then, like, you're there trying to spend money, and now you just feel bad. You're like, I don't want to feel bad. And then sometimes you'll just hand them money. You're like, this isn't charity. Why did I just, like, now I feel worse about myself that I didn't want to just say no, and I just handed this lady all my money, and now I have to go home. Like,
and you didn't get what you wanted. You didn't get the enjoyment.
Exactly.
Some people are super, like, that was the thing I didn't let, everybody knows I kind of did it a little bit, but, like, you have to hustle. you like have to hustle. And I'm like,
I would love to become a sales consultant for strippers. I promise you, I can make those women so much more money because I watch them. Some of them know how to do it. Some of them know how to do it, which is just like, it's just leads. Just start up a conversation, try and get that lap dance, just close it. Don't waste too much time with the conversation. Like, I watch some of them just know how to do it. The rejection rolls right off them, and I'm sure they walk home with so much money. Others, like, I just see the way that they're shy, or like they spend too much time before they ask for a lap dance. I'm telling you, I can make stripper consulting. If you're a stripper, you're out there listening, you don't know how to work your shifts and walk home with thousands of dollars a night, right here. robsnewsroom@gmail.com. I'll consult.
You're like what's that one sales guy, Cardone, something Cardone.
I like Grant Cardone.
Yeah, Grant Cardone for strippers.
Yeah, I'll be the Grant Cardone for strippers, 100%.
No, but there are like some of them are super good at it. I was kind of in between.
Lap dances. I'm a creep that way, 100%.
It's just barter and trade, agorism, baby. That's what that is right there.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you know, what are you gonna do? No, there's like a balance between like take it or leave it and hustling. And I was like, yeah, I'm a real estate broker and I don't even fucking hustle that shit. So whatever. Although now if I did stripping again, I would probably hustle a little more. If I do it at 40, I'm gonna hustle. Sorry, everybody. Let's see. You've been home. Where's your next porch tour?
Oh, I can't plug porch tour. Fuck yeah. So this weekend we've got Las Vegas. I'm gonna be out there with BK Chris. We're gonna be doing live podcast. I think Louis J. Gomez is gonna be stopping by doing a guest spot, which is very cool. We're in the home stretch of summer porch tour. Then the weekend after that, we're in Michigan. Fan hit me up. He has a beautiful farm. I'm going to be out there with the Shedcast boys. Weekend after that, that's the big weekend. We've got Friday in Washington, D.C., straight up stand-up comedy. Saturday at Max's, which is really the heart of Summer Porch Tour. He's got the private bar. Forest Mom, you should come out for that one. That one's the big one. We got the Shedcast gang out there. They're going to be playing some tunes. That one's
and a barbecue, right? Something.
No, the next day is the Mises Caucus. Jeff, whose last name I don't remember off the top of my head right now. Real bad with names. I could have just stuck with Jeff, and then no one would have known that I can't remember his last name. Really bad with names. But anyways, it's going to be summer barbecue out at his house. And then the next weekend's by you. That's going to be closing out Summer Porch Tour. Hopefully, maybe filming, putting out some of the material, doing the smoke out, bug out. Which, by the way, do you want to compete or judge for smoke out, bug out?
I'll judge.
You want to judge? All right. So I feel like you got the chops to compete.
I do have the chops to fucking compete for sure, but I feel like I got to keep myself like with it that night. You know?
Because it's your house, you don't want to like end up blacked out or like.
Although if I just
too high to manage it, you don't want to be walking around going like everyone can just stay over, a sleepover party, eat all my snacks. Yeah, it's your house. I get that.
Everyone's like, we can camp there. I'm like, no. I get why people. I get it, but I'm like, just treat it like it's what you did in December. You come for the night, you hear some comedy,
the show, and leave. Yeah, I respect that.
What Rebel with guys? I'm with it. What is that? I'm gonna kick his ass. That's cool. And you guys do part of the problem a couple times a week, right?
Yeah, most weeks it's 3 times a week. I'm trying to do run your mouth on the off days of part of the problem so that I'm kind of podcasting every day, but I never figure out a schedule. I always think you take some Adderall, you start mapping out your whole life, and you're like, I'm going to wake up at this time. I'm going to do, and then it just, you're off the Adderall. You're like, I don't know. I'll just do things when I do them. And that's it.
You're productive on the Adderall though, right?
No, not anymore. I haven't taken Adderall in a long time. It's like fun if I'm out drinking instead of Coke type thing. But if I take Adderall now, it just makes me so anxious. Like I'll end up eating more junk food because I'm just trying to come down from being anxious. It really does not help me at all anymore. Ritalin though, I'd love to get my hands on some like the straight up Ritalin for partying. That's the best. There's nothing better than OG Ritalin and going out and drinking. You know what I really love? I call it the rocks, paper, scissors, shoot of drinking. You take some Adderall, you smoke some weed, and then you drink beers and you just try and keep it all even. Just It's like everything's just like balanced out, and you're just
I
like a
think they
more
call that addiction in most circles, but
maybe. No, you don't end up getting like too hammered. You just keep in balance all night, and then like you find yourself too much energy, so you drink some more, and then like you get paranoid, so you take the Adderall to counteract the weed. That's fun. That's what I like to do. I like to juggle. I haven't done that in a while. That was more like late city nights, but that's a good time.
But you haven't done much since COVID, right?
Nah, I haven't really had a good like. I've had some nights hanging out in the city where I've had fun, but I haven't had like go hard till 4 a.m. Because I drive into the city now, so it just doesn't really work.
Do you miss that? Because you haven't. I mean, once they shut everything down and we're stupid, do you like not want to give business to the places, or you're like, whatever, I need to build good
Well,
jobs?
actually, some of my favorite bars are no longer around, which sucks. I mean, it's like that's what happens. The some of the bars that I really like that are still open, I don't know. I still really like those places. I don't really fault them. Specifically, like Jimmy's Corner. Jimmy's Corner, which is in Times Square. I stopped by there recently, and they actually remembered me, which was real sweet. And they're like, "Oh my god, we haven't seen you forever." So like I'm not gonna fault them. Also, I didn't show up there to have them discriminate against me. So for all I know, they were cool the whole time. So I have no reason to like hold a grudge that I'd just be making up and have it be on my end. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I never gave these people the opportunity to decline me entry. So on that note, I'll almost give them the benefit of the doubt. Some of the comedy clubs, though, it's like they did ruin the dream of trying to become a New York City comic because it's just like you're all gay. Like I don't. It's like this is no longer a dream anymore. You all went not cool. So like, congratulations, you've made this not cool. You know what I mean? Like I would have thought if there was one people that would have been just like cool, like we're kind of the renegades punk rock type thing, it would have been comedy clubs. But no, they didn't have any support. They just some of them were like even aggressively kind of on the woker side of this.
Well, that's what happened to comedy a lot in general recently, right? Is like people are woke and just like canceling people for saying like nothing bad, and then the COVID shit. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not
I've
a
worked the
professional.
clubs. If they booked me, I'd work them. But I'm just saying it's not really my goal or dream anymore.
What is your goal or dream?
Oh wow, the way you said that. I was like, shit, I better have a good goal and dream. No, I wanna get to a point where I can do Run Your Mouth every single day, and it's like an institution where I want to bring back like some of what I was doing with. I'd love to have a full-time like artist, so I could kind of do what I do end of year, but on a more daily basis. And I'd love to be able to like bring back what I was doing with Rob's newsroom and like incorporate more sketches into it. And get it to a point where it's kind of like, I don't know, like competes with like the Daily Show. Like it's on that level, like not, kind of funny lane. You can turn it on every day, get the recap of everything that's going on in the news with some good comedy mixed in. And then I'd like to be doing comedy every weekend, making some
like
real
a
money.
variety show kind of, or do you you do like to do different stuff at least, not just podcasts, or like you have.
No, I'm saying I want to do stand up, but I'm hoping like Porch Tour's been good. People are showing up. I think like at the moment draw seems to be about 60 people. And I hate logistics, so I hate putting them together. But I'm hoping like that by next year we're at more like 100 people and I can stack more cities, so actually make an income from it, and then never
hire
work
someone to do the
again.
work.
Oh yeah, isn't that the dream? I want a staff of organized women.
They're the best at admin stuff. I'm just saying.
Oh my god. I'm the world's most like if you hear the way I talk and how disorganized it is, you can just imagine like the way life actually looks. That's all I can say. It's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not pretending to be scatterbrained.
You just are, but you keep it together.
I try, I'm an adult.
People like you.
At some point, like being a reckless drunk isn't fun or cute anymore. So you gotta like make money and stuff.
Well,
pay taxes, do all those things.
You don't have to pay taxes if you don't want to.
Yeah, I haven't. So, but I felt like I should say on air. No, of course I have. IRS, don't
all
flag
have
me in the algorithm.
Yeah,
what about you? Where are you trying to bring Forrest? Like, what's the
next with my brand?
Yeah, what's the Forest? Where's it going? Yoga clinics?
No, I want to make shirts. I got a couple. A guy made me some logos, some pretty cool logos.
Hell yeah! What do the logos look like?
They're like graffiti. Like he does
Oh,
graffiti
that's cool.
art. Yeah, so pretty cool. One of them looks really.
Is it Forest Mommy or
Yeah,
Term-
it's like or what?
Terminator Daddy, Desert Daddy?
It's Forest
Okay.
Mommy. Like Forest Mommy is the legit moniker. You know, like that's the brand. But yes, still be good.
I like that for you. Even when you switched over, I get that Twitter tried to rob you of your identity, but you're Forest Mommy.
I'm Forest Mommy, and even the people as they met me in real life, they still call me that. So
maybe you should film more like footage of you just like talking to your trees, like real goofy shit.
I did that this weekend because I had to cut some down. We got some cut down. I had to I hugged them.
You know,
like,
I saw the picture you had of the cut down tree and the inside rings. It almost looked like a clock hand.
Yeah, there was like 2 little spots that went like that.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like it was telling you a time.
It was cool too because what?
No, I was gonna say maybe you should go to that tree every day at that time and stand in that exact spot and see if the universe starts giving you messages.
Some sort of magic, maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
It's right by the house, so easy. That'll be easy peasy. But yeah, I gotta check some trees down, and I felt bad because they were there when I moved there in 1990, even. So, and they were there probably before they built the house and everything. They're huge.
Why do you have to kill the trees?
Defensible space. One of them could have fell on the barn that's there. The big ones could have fell on the house. And then there was another one that just needed to come down because you have to have defensible space when you live in a forest because of forest fires, which is a big deal out here. So, and they're more likely to save your house too if you already kind of have a good setup.
Right.
Can
you do the thing where you anchor it in one direction so that if it falls, I've seen that with almost like steel rods into the. I just made it motion like I was jerking off a tree.
Well, it's growing still, or
no? Once it's full size, you can kind of rope it so if it cracks. I guess it there's enough pull in one direction.
to what? Just make sure it doesn't grow the wrong way.
No, so it doesn't. If it falls, it doesn't fall onto your house.
Yeah, I mean you can do anything like that. I have trees at this house that it's split at the top and I'd wire it back together. Yeah, you can do all sorts of shit if you want, but it was okay. These ones had to go and there's plenty more. So, and there was a huge rain. It rained all last week, heavy rain, and our driveway got washed out. So there's been a ton of rain. It'll probably be dry by the time it's porch tour again, but it was nice. It was actually humid and I like it.
That's good for your region because it gets real dry and stuff, right?
It's already dried too. It just dried out in a day, but 4 days of really good rain down there. So it really soaked in. And I think a bear stole my bird feeder. Little fucker. It was my fault, but.
Do you think he just real fatty, he just kind of
he
just pours it, right down his throat, Winnie the Pooh
it was
style?
suet. You know what suet is?
No.
It's lard with bird seed in it, and they some birds pick out of it. So he took the whole fucking feeder and ran off with it because I couldn't even find it. I was looking for it, and this motherfucker's gone. So I'm it had to have been a bear, but oh well.
Do you get what kind of bears do you have by you?
Just black bears.
Have you seen one? Are they they're fucking huge, right?
The ones I've seen at the Forest House are at the beginning of the season. I saw a couple, and they were kind of small. But there's a huge ass one here in the suburbs. That's my other house that was going at the trash and shit. And I'm it's not like New Jersey where they have a ton. There are a ton of bears out here, and there's a lot more because there's a lot more people who built houses and leave their trash out. And then there's all this conserved land on all these migration corridors. So there's all these more animals coming in and stuff.
Right.
But
there
used to be.
I was probably only 12. I was in camp, nice little Jew boy walking down to the Jew Lake. There's a path. So I'm walking down this path and little thing just runs right by me. It looks like a little dog just runs right by me, goes up a tree and looks back. And I'm like, wow, that's so cute. And I'm looking at it, I was like, oh, wow, it's a baby bear. Man, those are really pretty looking. And then I was like, oh, fuck, that's a baby bear. Where the fuck? And I just took off running. I just ran down that hill. I was like, I'm not sticking around to find out I'm in between the two of them. And then dude, 10 minutes later, the biggest bear just walked out of that path. It's fucking
Did it really
giant.
roar like that?
Nah, I might have made up that part.
Yeah, they're crazy, and they do really well. Like in Colorado, they have to shoot. They like give out tags to kill some of them because they just like they do very well.
I'd like to kill a bear. I think it'd be fun with like a shotgun or some shit. You know, reassert my dominance over the food chain from when that baby bear bitched me out as a kid.
They do that in Wisconsin. I go to a house in Wisconsin, and they literally bait the bears, and then they send dogs after the bears and chase them up a tree, and then they just shoot them out of the tree. But there's a lot of fucking
I don't
bears
like
there,
that.
too.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I like venturing out there, happening upon it, pulling the shotgun off your back, and just.
That's what you imagine it going like.
Yeah. That's the way I imagine it. Like it's almost like a fair fight, but since somebody else created shotguns, you're able to feel like a man for using their invention.
Most of them will be scared off. They won't like attack you, but at least the black bears, grizzlies, fucking will.
What I don't know anything, but what region is the grizzly?
They're up in like Wyoming and north, so like Yellowstone and then more north.
It doesn't help that the instructions they give you is that for some bears you're supposed to raise your hands and yell, and for others you're supposed to play dead. It's like, who's gonna really memorize? You know what I mean? It's like you're for sure gonna end up pulling the trigger on the wrong option.
Yeah, and then some people used to say play dead.
Yeah,
like,
that seems like a
dumb.
losing strategy.
Did you ever see the guy who like tried to befriend grizzlies, the documentary?
Oh yeah, and then it ate the guy. That was in
and his girlfriend. And his girlfriend.
What an idiot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was out there like, oh my god, that's like, you see, that's what used to happen to these woke fucking retards. Is like they would have an idea and then it would fail miserably, and then they would realize, oh, my idea failed miserably. We need more of that, you know? Like that guy was like, I can just be one with the bears. I know everyone says he can't do it, but I can do it. And then he just went out there and he's recording, look, I'm one with the bears, one with the bears. And then at one point, the bears were sticking around like, dude, why the fuck are we putting up with this retard? This guy's annoying. Like, do any of you guys like him?
He was so annoying.
They were all like, anyone, none of us like him. Well, we're bears. Why don't we just eat the guy? Why are we just letting him hang out with us? We're going to end up with more people like this that think that they can just come out here and whistle their tunes and make awkward sex with their girlfriends. And so then they got together and they fucking killed that guy so that other bears would know. I mean, other people would know, hey, the bears don't want to hang out with you. We need more of that.
Well, how did he convince his girlfriend to go? Like,
oh, she was an even bigger dummy than he was.
Like,
I bet it was her dumb idea.
Of course.
Yeah.
How was she? How did he even have a girlfriend anyway? He was weird.
All right, here'd be great. He finds out she's like an animal lover, and he's on a first date, and he's like, "Listen, I'm one with the bears." She's like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "You wouldn't believe the way bears relate to me." She's like, "Really?" And so he just takes her out there, and he doesn't know how it's going to go. But like the first time it goes fine, and he just keeps leaning into it. And she goes, we should just live out here. Like, this shit's majestic. In the back of his head, he's like, that's a terrible idea. But then he also really liked that pussy. So he was like, I'm not going to tell her now that I've just been winging it the whole time. And so then they moved out there. And then the next thing you know, they both got eaten alive.
He probably did want to like fuck her in front of the bears or some weird shit like that, you know?
Yeah, that sounds like a mistake. You don't want to get the bears turned on. He comes over, he's jerking off his big bear dick, like, hey, can I get a turn? And then you got to try and be like, no, you think bears got big old hogs? Or you think it's more of like anything? Because I've never seen a dick on a bear. I've seen a dick on a horse. Those are gigantic. Like, horses got some excellent cock. Like, if you had to rank like animals, anyone got a bigger cock than the horse?
And you can electro ejaculate it too.
What, you just like zap its nuts?
Yeah,
you know, you could also just jerk it off and let it feel good. Like, why would you have to?
They do that too. Well, not let it feel good, but they like. I mean, you know, they
I'm just saying,
it to get the sperm.
It's not that hard to jerk off the horse. So why would you zap the nuts? You're just being mean at that point. Like, I'm just saying, if you're in the game for horse semen, you're gonna be making a lot of money off of this horse's cum. You're gonna zap its nuts to get it. I feel like that's demon seed at that point. Like, I bet that shitty horses come from zap jizz. You gotta hold up the thing so that I've seen it. It goes up on its thing. And by the way, horses come way too quick. I don't understand that. You know what I mean? You'd feel like if you were a lady horse, you'd be all excited. Like, man, this dude horse has a fucking hog. But then I've seen them when they put up the thing. It's like instant. It's like literally instant. They're just like, "Whoa!" I mean, they don't sound like that, but they make that face,
Kind of
and like
do.
their thing goes back, and then they're just done. You're like, really? That's all it took?
Yeah, it's not quick, but maybe that's why they invented the electroejaculation too, to make
No,
it
I'm
quick.
saying it's super quick. They're
It's
like
quick.
instant comers.
It's not like a dog where dogs are like attached for a while and shit. Yeah, the horses are. It is quick.
Oh yeah,
Cows too.
dogs should figure out how to be quicker because they're mostly raping, and so with humans around, it's tough for them to end up at completion. Like if you bring your dog to the doggy park, you almost like got to get it like most of the way there, and then let it go hump something for like one hump. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, like they get a hold of the thing, they get it in, owners tear them apart, right? So you got to like. Yeah, maybe someone's got to make like a dog leash type thing where it's like a secret like sweater vest, and it gets your dog most of the way there. So then when you get to the park, you know what I mean, and it rapes another dog, it's like real quick. That's how
Oh
much of
my
an animal
God.
lover I am that I can come up with ideas like this.
I
Everyone else
know.
just brings their dogs to the park for a cock tease, and I'm like, how can I let this guy finish in someone else's pet?
Yeah, this went a whole different direction all of a sudden, didn't it? Why would you want to rape dogs at the dog park just cause?
I mean, I don't want to rape the dogs. I'm just saying
No,
if
why
you
not?
have a dog and the dog keeps going to the park and it's trying to hump the other dogs and it never gets to complete anything. I mean, we
It's
all
just
know what it's
mean.
like.
It's
Yeah, it's
mean.
mean. That's what I'm saying.
I get it. Yeah, and you're not supposed to pull them apart, like once they're attached and
Oh,
shit.
is that
So
is that a real thing?
yeah, apparently it's
Why the
bad.
dick will stay inside? Dogs have real tight pussies.
God. Oh my God! Have you ever
Yeah,
seen a duck dick
I heard they're like squiggly.
spiral?
Yeah, I've never seen one, but I mean, I guess that's good because once you're in there, you're fucking latched in.
Well, and they like are really rapey too. Like they're just weird. You can YouTube that. Everyone in the chat, you can YouTube duck dicks just in case you're curious. Okay, let's talk about something else. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, most of the conversations I have off air are about animal dicks and cum, so this is kind of my wheelhouse.
We should talk politics. Did you hear Kamala's talk today?
Oh no, I didn't. Lay it on me. I had a lazy day. I didn't really read much news. What'd she say or do?
Hold on, I'll read it. It's really good. It's so good. All right. She said, while we send our prayers and our love, we also, with each day, renew our commitment to the urgency of now and the ability that we have collectively, all of us, in it together to do something about it.
About what?
I don't know what the speech was here. Do you want to watch it? I can pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. I'm curious.
Okay.
You've piqued my interest.
Give me a second here. I know you're up and up on them. And
And
you seem very smart, Robbie, because you know your shit. You seem very smart.
Well, that's the magic trick. Everyone's good at something. I'm good at pretending like I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, hold on here. It was on Daily Wire. Come on. I'm on my really nice setup, which is a fucking tablet. You said you're doing another Run Your Mouth on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, hopefully on Wednesday. I'm going to talk about that Trump video where he's hanging out with the
WEF.
Yeah, that one really creeped me out. And I'm going to be having on really great guy. He was on my podcast before. I can't remember his name. I'm really bad with names, but he took issue with something that the LP in New Hampshire said about it. So he's going to kind of tell us why we shouldn't be bashing on Trump as much as we are. And I'm excited to have that conversation.
Okay, hold on here. I'm so bad at technology. Sorry. This is a real professional night tonight. My Sunday streams are getting very professional. I don't know if you saw them, but we have an intro. Okay, share screen. I'm not going to say anything because yours aren't your Run Your Mouths are, not perfect either when you're trying to share shit either. I'm just kidding.
It's all good.
while we send our prayers and our love, we also
Oh shit.
Well, I like the tit grab motion, like she's
we
getting the message from her
renew
nipples.
our commitment to the urgency of now
This is an edit.
and the ability that we have collectively, all of us in it together, to do something about it.
Wow. You should be the
What
motivational
fuck?
speaker.
While we
As long as-
send
As long as we all
What does
our
that even mean?
hands, as long as we all hold hands, and if we committed, and we felt it in our hearts, and we saw it, we could see the brightness together. If we could see it, and if we could feel it, then we could all. What the fuck is she talking about? No, like I'm actually curious to know, like, what was this? What was she even proposing a solution to? Like, do you know?
No, but
you know what the talk was about?
I'll try and figure it out. I'm like, because I've tried to give speeches before, and I hate it when I don't sound like I know what I'm talking about. This bitch never sounds what she's talking. You know, she never sounds like she knows what she's talking about. It's so bizarre.
It's so inspiring to dumbasses, though. Like, look how far you can get. Look how you can go all the way to the top. You got a guy with dementia who's our president, and you've got, you know what really the lesson is? You just have to commit to being evil. If you're just willing, because look at it from almost like an economic standpoint, right? It's like supply and demand. If you've got a value, something that most people can't offer to the market, I feel like I'm talking to Dave Smith right now. You're not listening to me at all.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
No, it's like if you got something like really valuable for the market, then it rewards it. So most people don't like being evil. It's uncomfortable. Most people don't want to do that. But if you're willing to be like 100% evil, like you can even be as untalented and as dumb as like a Kamala or a Biden, and look at how the political system will reward you.
They're super rewarded.
Yeah.
Do you think she slept her way to the top?
I think she sucked a couple dicks along the lines. I
She
think
had
so.
to have.
Yeah, I bet she gives good head too. I don't think she'd be fun to sleep with, but I think she's probably got a good grip. I bet she knows how to work it. I bet she's pretty quick. She puts a nice twist on it. Like I bet she can drop down there in like, like 3 minutes, no breaks.
3 whole minutes. Well, did you ever see the picture of her? She was with some like rap star in Hollywood, like in the 90s. I don't.
Can you see if you can find? I'd like to see that picture. Let's see that.
I'll find that. I'm sending you this.
I mean, she's not unattractive,
Oh, like, and if you can use your looks, you might as well. But
yeah,
God.
she's got bitchy cunt attitude. So I could see.
And mommy milkers. She has mommy milkers.
Yeah. What do you think? She's packing like a C?
Probably a little bigger.
All right.
But they all have. It's always that's why I brought it up because they have to wear like very structured dresses,
Right.
And they just all have these gigantic boobs here, which is like they all have it. AOC, the Florida lady.
Yeah, you don't get too many of like. Well, overall, they're mostly not the most attractive, but you're right. The feature that they seem to be more like I guess the exceptions would be the lady that ran with McCain, the chick from Alaska. She was hot. She was hot, and she wasn't like big titty build. She was like more sporty build.
She was like mom big titty though, didn't she have big titties?
Maybe you're right.
I'm gonna look. I mean, you probably would know better than anyone, but I'll double check it. Just kidding.
Yeah, fact check me on my objectification of who lost her looks, but like I feel like 10 years ago she was hot enough she probably could have made a real run for it. Is Nikki Haley. I think she's just
she's got mommy milkers as fuck. She's got mommy milkers. That's what made me make my post to
Man, where's your producer here to pull up some mommy milker pictures of some of these people? Let's
I should let him on. Paul, are you in the chat? So you should come on and be an actual producer.
Let's rate and review some mommy milkers from
Okay, who do we want to do first?
elite.
Nikki Haley?
Let's start with Nikki Haley. I feel like that's so for people that don't know, she was the head of the UN under Trump. She left her post even under Trump, seemingly because it seemed like she wanted to, put together a presidential run. She might throw her hat in the ring on the next go around, and I don't think she's going to get too far because I think she lost her touch.
You think? I don't know. You know more about the politics. Why isn't this pulling up? Who's my fucking producer?
I'm not even making a political statement. I'm just objectifying powerful women. So
Yeah, that's
your
fine.
your
I think
call
they do
would
it
be as
on Jessica. Am I lagging? Sorry.
it's all right.
Fucking internet. All right. Hey, I start from the bottom and I'll work my way up.
All right. We've got AOC. AOC should be on the list.
Is this pulling up? There's the knee that's running for something in Florida too. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, who's the one who used to be a slut on the oil rig? She's hot.
Oh, Lauren Boebert.
Yeah.
The one from Colorado?
Yeah.
Do you know what, though? There's like controversy. There's this article that the Fadcast guys actually talked about once that said her and a bunch of Lauren Boebert, Tommy Loren, a couple like other conservative people, they were from a modeling agency before they got into it. And then when Monica was talking about that stuff, I'm like, well, it could happen on the other side, right?
She kind of looks like in the blue dress picture, bottom right corner. She looks like Tom Cruise.
He does kind of, and he looks like an old lesbian sometimes. So
yeah.
All right, she's not that pretty. Who else do we want to do? Oh, this is who I want to do. Yeah, Nikki Fried, however you say her fucking name. She got some
Joey
mommy
too.
Mommy milkers.
Oh, but she's got crazy bitch face.
Yeah, but she's like kind of hot. But yeah, definitely done some work. But there was a pitch. She made some stupid video that I saw on Twitter. And she was wearing they always wear the dresses, and it just makes their boobs look like so gigantic sometimes. It's amazing.
Who was,
like me, I'm like, whoa.
Do you remember the lady who, she ended up having like a swastika tattoo over her vagina? She had to leave her, she was Congress lady, she had like real alpha bitch energy.
When was it?
It was like 4 or 5 years ago.
I don't remember the swastika thing. This is Lauren Boebert. She's really short. She's a spinner, but she got those big old boobs.
What's a spinner is a word for real short?
Yeah, just small and little.
I bet she's taller than me. How tall is she?
No, I think she's only like 5 foot, maybe like 5'2" or something. Sorry, I can't make these bigger. But yeah, so she's a Colorado person. Who else has got big boobs?
I kind of like that's what makes her intriguing though. The tiny thing. She's almost like a more of a take home person you could take home version of like a Riley Reid.
Yes. I posted a porn the other day. There was a porn star that looks like her. I was like, holy shit. Looks like
pull that up.
Boebert. Oh, I don't know if I can pull it up on here. I don't want to give my tablet but I had the pictures, whatever. But it was a doctor scene, FYI, all girl doctor scene. Who else? Who's the Michigan lady? What's her name?
You mean wait, walk me through the scene. So it was like female doctor inspecting a female vagina and going like, this vagina really does look nice.
And with the stepmom was there too.
Oh, that makes sense. You need to bring your stepmom with. If you're going to get your vagina checked out by a doctor who might like it a little bit too much and go, I just need to lick it as a part of my check, you're going to need your stepmom there. That makes sense.
It was good. They need more doctor, I should make doctor porn because there's not enough in the way I like it, but
okay. What's the doctor porn scene that you would like to see?
Well, I want more lesbian doctor, not as much boy on girl doctor. And then they always bring in the speculum, the thing, like the actual gynecologist, like the thing you put in a vagina. And I'm like, that's not,
you don't like
hot.
that. You're like, I don't need that. All right. So
I'm just examine.
In your scene, are you looking to play the doctor or the examined?
I'd like to do both. Okay, oh, wait, I'm playing in it or am I directing? If I'm playing in it, I could do both.
I was curious. I wanted to hear out the whole fantasy.
I would do both.
You mentioned the desire to be in porn. I wasn't going to not ask for the rest of that.
I want to make it. I should make it, as I said.
You want to direct it. So walk me through the scene. So lady's in the chair. Why is she there? She just hey, I want someone to look at my vagina. It's the yearly checkup. Something smells funny. We want
Not
to keep it
smells funny.
sexy.
It's just
It's
too
too tight.
sensitive. It's
No,
too
it's too
sensitive.
tight. She's got a vagina that's too tight. She's
Okay.
having a problem that her vagina is just too tight. And
There are
she just
kind of
met
ones like that, but
what?
I said there are kind of ones like that. Not that I've done my research, but
Introduce me.
I'll definitely show you the Lauren Boebert one because the actress looks just like her. Like,
All right, so
anyway, so she's there. She
lady's
needs a
there and she
checkup.
goes, I'm having a problem. My vagina is just too tight, and the guys just keep coming too quick, and I want to enjoy myself. How can I make it less tight? And the doctor lady goes, oh, I can help you with this, but it's going to be a little uncomfortable. And she goes, I'll do anything.
It's an unconventional tactic or something.
Right.
Like that.
And so she takes down and she goes, I'm going to need to make sure that you're wet. And so she starts eating her out, right, to make her all wet. And then she opens up, like, she's got like a picture type thing. And she goes, usually this is only for after hours, but this is a special operation. And it's like different sized dildos all up in a row. And so she's going to help this lady be a little bit until she can wedge an entire birth baby back up the canal. And then that will showcase that the procedure is complete. It wasn't going anywhere funny, so I just had to throw
No,
something
that's
fun in there.
fine. I don't know how to
Yeah.
go funny with that.
And she had an abortion thing next door, so they got a bucket of babies, so it's very
Oh
easy
my
for them to work their way up to that.
Oh my god. No, I've seen some where they're like, it's pregnant girls too. I'm like, get that. That's not hot. I don't want to see no doctor.
I have a friend that claims to me, because I've never watched pregnant porn in my life. Doesn't appeal to me. I don't know why it would appeal to me. But his claim is that pregnant sex is the best sex because they're like crazy wet down there. Now, I haven't experienced this. I haven't been there. I'm like, I don't know. There is lubricant. You don't have to deal with the pregnant lady. You don't have to walk the streets and go, excuse me, is that fat or are you pregnant? I'm looking for a pregnant bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it seems very specific, but he was saying that it's the absolute best sex. I don't
It's
know.
a thing. Do you want to hear a funny story?
Please.
We had friends and like they were pregnant and they were very wild and they had a
An orgy?
basically a gangbang.
Nice.
Well, she was probably like 6 months pregnant. But no,
Do they
it
call
had to be earlier.
Do they call it come on my kid?
But it was early, and then she ended up having the baby way early. And it was like,
What? You think they fucked the kid out of the
I'm
kid's
sure
like, I
it
gotta,
wasn't healthy. I'm sure, like
the kid's
one
like,
or two, maybe, but
kid's like, I gotta get the hell out of here.
no. Oh my god!
He's like, there's way too much going on. I don't like this at all.
I forgot about that story. Wow, those people were nuts. Some people are fucking nuts out there, but oh
So
god.
at this fuck my pregnant wife orgy, was she like putting a dent in the kid's head? How did that work? Like, was she like the centerpiece of the orgy?
Yeah, that was kind of normal for them, I think, anyways. And then I think they basically advertised it for people into pregnant stuff,
Right.
So they brought that crap. I don't know. It was just
So I gotta, because I haven't orgied. How do you not get like nervous about STDs / like when I read about what these gay guys are doing, I'm just like, this seems like you'd have to get your dick burned off every other weekend. Like you know what I mean?
yeah, you have to be careful, but you just hang out with this. You do it with people you trust and know. Some people like are into just showing up to them, but I would know. Just
Right.
gotta be with people you trust and who test. I don't know.
You need your.
I wasn't like
crew.
super into the orgy scene, everybody,
Right.
but like
you need an orgy posse.
Yeah, like your friends that you can party with and trust. Like they're not going to be like crazy. There's no crazy dudes or anything being weird or
Right.
I don't know. This is a crazy conversation.
Yeah, the problem is that blow just changes the weird like evaluation meter.
It does make you think differently and do differently things. So you don't need to do blow. I was always just a pot smoker. I barely even drank at those things before. But
because all of a sudden you're doing blow and you're like 8 dicks. I need a 9th. Where's a 10th? Like you're like, I can take all of these. I mean that's what happens to me. I don't know what happens.
It's a lot of confidence. I don't know. Some people are just nuts like that, which more power to them if you find someone to do it with that's a consenting adult. So, and get it out because all like the repressed people are weird and do weird shit too. So, I don't know. Wow, sorry, we're talking about this, everybody.
What are some other mommy milkers that we were going to evaluate?
Well, AOC too. I pulled up
Yeah.
Whitmer. Did you see Whitmer?
No, pull up Whitmer.
My producer's fired, by the way.
I mean, simple task. Line up some mommy milkers for us to evaluate.
Okay, can you see him?
Nope.
Is it sharing?
Yeah, it's pulling up now, but I can imagine them. Oh yeah, those are this is the governor from Michigan. Those are like
Yes.
bowling balls.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, but she looks like an orc from Lord of the Rings.
She wore all those crazy outfits sometimes that made her look really evil too, you know?
Right.
A bunch of dudes were into her. They're like, oh, I'd let her. In the what?
I was saying, like, she also... Oh, but she looks real hot there. Look at her young. Pull her up young.
This one?
Put in...
Or this one?
No, above that. No, above that. It's in this... your search bar is
Get out of
blocking
here.
it. Yeah, that one.
This
the one dead center. Yeah, click on that one. She looks like the chick from Saved by the Bell almost. I mean, not quite as hot, but it's like a vampire version. It's a bit. She got a bit of an underbite. Look at her up young. I bet she was hot in her day.
Hold on, I gotta set the beard down. Gretchen.
Governor Whitmer Young. Her name's Gretchen.
Yeah. Like 80s. Can you see it?
She looks like a typical Midwest mom.
She's more hot now because of the power and the weird outfit she would wear. Where's that one where she wore like?
Well, look at the blue one right there. I mean, that's some bowling ball action.
Yeah, they're huge.
All right, who else is on your big old milk titty list? What do you call them? I think your expression's funny. The mommy milkers.
Mommy milkers.
Mommy milkers. Yeah, that's a good one.
I didn't make it up. That was just from the internet. Oh, I know how many to do.
Well, Pelosi's got some big ass titties.
Look at that.
It's all those kid placenta she eats that her body's somewhat still put together.
Yeah, I know. They do eat kid fetuses or some shit. They have to.
Yeah, they're doing something. By the way, I was in tune to this a while back. You can go watch. I did the Gas Digital Gas Me Anything, and someone asked me about having sex with Nancy Pelosi, and I was like, that lady's still got a body. I forgot who my other options were. The problem with AOC, she's like kind of hot, but she also kind of looks like a barracuda. Like she's got like, yeah. I mean, like,
she'd be
I don't
hotter
know.
if she was cooler. If she was cooler, she'd be hotter.
That's the problem. It's her attitude.
Who else?
But you can't deny her body. I mean, it's undeniable.
No. Hot's hot, you know? That's probably why that's why I asked Monica. I'm like, that's probably why she got chosen.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a factor.
And I think it's because someone was like, why do you think? I don't know if any other ones. Can't think of any. Can you think of any other mommy milker politicians?
What's her name look like? Because I don't remember if she's got big tits. The one that's really the conservative who's real nutty in a fun way. That like she looks like. So problem is she looks like a young Roger Waters.
Yeah.
But she looks like she would be.
She would be fun.
Yeah,
I'm sure she's fun to hang out with. She's, they're proportionate.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, someone said that cinema.
You know who's hot? Yeah, I was about to mention her with the glasses. She's got like slutty librarian look too.
What's her first name? I forget. Something cinema.
Selena or something. Yeah, just go cinema. Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. Someone says she used to have bigger ones when she was fatter. So I don't know.
I can see that. No, but she's got look at that. She's hot there. She also has like a look to her and that she's pretty and kind of she dolls it up. Like she's got the glasses, she wears the nice dresses.
Accessorizes, has fun.
Well, there you go. The one in the middle, with the floral dress. It looks like she's got some big old titties.
Floral dress.
You got to go up. You went the wrong way.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah.
Ruining me looking at titties.
Sorry.
Right there, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's got them all. See, when they have these kind of dresses on where it's up high, it like always makes them look fucking giant, in my opinion.
Right.
Which is great. It's a great thing. But
all right. Any other global?
Anyone in the chat know anyone else? We should ask the
Any
chat.
other suggestions?
Any chat people know the any mommy milkers? I wasn't even paying attention. Sorry, guys. Nope. Lord, what a conversation.
What were the other political topics that you had?
Oh, I wanted to talk that the video of Burks or Bricks. What's her fucking name?
Everyone was giving me shit because I was calling her Deborah Burks, but apparently I guess it's Deborah. I guess Deborah is more of like a Jew name. Devorah, yeah, I guess.
Okay, Deborah Burks. It's Birx. Is that how you say it?
I think so. I do mess up names a lot, though.
Fuck it. Everyone knows who you're talking about, right? No, but
Yeah.
that
Douglas,
video.
by the way, Jeff Douglas. That's the Mises guy. I just remembered.
Okay. He's pretty fun.
Oh, he's awesome, dude. He's great. He's like, I think kind of behind the scenes. I could have this wrong. Well, there's a bunch of them that are doing a bunch of work, so I don't want to like say someone's official title in any capacity, but he's one of my points of contact over there, and he's the man. He's he's cool. I don't know, like he's great. Yeah.
All the other racist bigots, but we're all pretty cool. Other than that, I feel like so. Stupid. Oh, what was it? Oh, that girl who was sitting behind her while she was talking. I pointed her out. That lady in like a weird white dress. You know, she was blonde, and I really think she was like.
Oh yeah, she looked like a hands-made like that's her bottom bitch type lady. Like she's just shut like a gimp type situation. Like sit there, wear this mask, shut the fuck up. Like, no, but she enjoys that. Like, that's her entire life is that she follows this lady around, stands in the corner until they get home and then gets tied down. And then this one does shit to her.
It was so weird because she looked like she was uncomfortable, but she was like agreeing with her on shit too. But I'm like,
yeah,
what the fuck is this weird? Like, it just looked really weird to me.
She probably got taken away from her family as a kid, you know?
It's true.
I mean, these people lied to us to tell us that we can't live our lives on account of a vaccine they know didn't work. So let's not underestimate how evil, you know, if you get off on that, think about what you must get off on in your personal life.
Yeah, what you need. That's what you need. Like, you need more and more and more and more and more. Oh, those people are. That's why it's not hard to like believe that those people are fucking eating babies and doing all that shit. Because I've just seen normal people go a little too far. So I'm like, if you have all the power and money in the world,
right?
Of course you're like, you know,
you always got to push it a little bit more.
Oh, someone asked if you speak Hebrew.
I speak some Hebrew.
Shalom.
Not well.
Because you went to school, the Hebrew school, for a while, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't a good student, and it was boring. It's a particularly boring class. I fucking hated Hebrew. And all the teachers that taught it were such assholes. It was the worst topic.
Is that what turned you off to Hebrewing?
No, just the Jews in general, you know? Those ones were just more concentrated Jews because they're Israelis. Israelis are the worst fucking Jews.
Oh. And you went over there, right?
Mm-hmm. Didn't like them. Not one bit. I vote Palestinian.
Is that like I don't know. It seems a little weird what's going on, like to the Palestinians, right? I don't know.
Yes and no. I mean, I'll give you the quick defense. Not that anyone cares. Like, both sides are guilty, but if Israel did not exist there, I don't think the Palestinians would be any better off. So I think that there's a little bit of like people looking at the two and thinking that because Israel's doing well, it's at the expense of the Palestinians. And so I'm not saying that like Israel doesn't do anything wrong, but if they literally just were removed from the map and they did not exist there, I don't think the Palestinians are suddenly wealthy and living great lives. I think that they've got their own, you know, like this one's a crazy one. And then we can move on. I don't have to do Israel advocacy. What do I give a shit about these people?
You're educating. That's good.
Like if you're a Muslim living in the Middle East and you had to spin a wheel, like there were the options of where you could live, like you're literally spinning a wheel, I think your absolute best option is being a Arab Israeli, which is being a second class citizen. You're a second class citizen in the state of Israel. But I think that's like the best you can do. Like it's better than living in Iraq, Iran. I guess if you're not the like elite of Saudi Arabia, Jordan, maybe that's an old talking point. Maybe in like the Arab Emirates or one of these other ones, it's better. But that's what they used to say.
Yeah, and things used to be better in the Middle East back in the day, right? Before everything got changed. I don't know. I've seen pictures of like girls who are allowed to like show their faces and shit, and now they can't.
I thought you were gonna go with pussies, and I was like, hell yeah, that sounds like a great country, dude. I remember one time we were like, I don't know where we ended up, but we ended up like somewhere on like a school trip that we were like in an Arab village or something. And when you're there, it does feel a little tribal. It's like scary when you're around, like But then I remember looking into the town, and all the chicks were like super hot. I was like, let's just have sex with them. Like instead of hating them, why don't we like try and ask them out or some shit?
The Israeli girls are hot, or who is hot? Or the Arab girls?
Arab girls. Israeli girls, though, are super hot, especially the ones in uniform.
Yeah, the guns and shit.
Oh, yeah, and they all got, like... Dude, talk about mommy milkers. Well, no, you get some... I'm more like... I like the thinner broads, so you get, like, some, like, the real tiny ones in those uniforms. Oh, yeah. I was getting any action then, too. You spent all day in yeshiva. Every once in a while, you went into Jerusalem, and then you'd see one of these ladies walk by in a uniform. You'd be like, I just want to die.
Yeah, because were you like not supposed in Jewish faith? You're not supposed to masturbate, probably, right?
Dude, I went like an entire year without jerking off.
Damn.
At 18. How wild is that?
And because you thought it was like holy and good, right?
I was just trying to be one with the Lord, I was just trying to connect to his infinite wisdom and be a better student of the Talmud.
Damn. A year. That's nuts.
Yeah. Well, I've made up for it. I crank out 3 or 4 a day. I was like, I'm going to put up good lifetime numbers. I'm not going to let the 2 or 3 years that I was forced to take off, put me behind the curve.
Yeah, you caught up just fine, I'm sure.
Yeah. Lifetime nutting numbers, not like volume of semen. I'm not saying like volume of semen, because I feel like I watch some porn and dudes are fucking shooting some ropes where you're like, man, that must feel really, really good.
I don't know if that amount feels. The muscle like contractions what feels good more than the amount, right?
No, I would think the amount, because like then you're feeling that feeling for longer because you gotta shoot more of it. I always assumed. I was like, man, these guys, like I know that for a fact. If you shoot a bigger load, it feels better. So like these dudes who are shooting like super loads, I mean, talk about unfair advantages in life that people just get to enjoy their orgasm more than other people.
I feel like that as a girl, because a lot of women never find their fucking orgasm and they just don't even fucking know. And I'm like, sorry, I feel bad, but
yeah, you gotta go talk to the Pope. You gotta do something. There's got to be someone out there who can molest you in the name of setting you free.
You can find it organically, but then I also don't want fucking weirdo teachers teaching it either. Like it's weird. But everyone needs to find their orgasm, FYI.
Yeah.
Just do it in private. That's all you need to tell kids. Do it in private.
Seems like a tough life to go your whole life and you can't orgasm. That just seems tough.
I know a girl who she didn't have one until after she had her first fucking baby. I'm like, what?
But the baby gave it to her? She just really needed something gigantic in there?
God. I don't know. Maybe it messed up her like senses too. I don't know. But
she's giving birth and she's like, whoa, wait a second. Sorry.
Oh my God. No, I like it.
It's disgusting.
Oh, have I? We are being disgusting. It's been an hour. I know it's later by you. I don't know if you want to keep going or if you got to go to bed.
I gotta go to bed.
All right.
You said that's so mommy like. Is it your bedtime?
Is it your bedtime, honey?
Let's hit one more topic. Let's end on something that's not absolutely so horrifically disgusting.
Oh, I know you've been like working out more. You want to talk about your working out stuff?
Yeah, I don't want to ever do like a thing again. Like it's fun, because like I like kind of being competitive and pushing the workouts a little bit, but I'm finding one, I give credit to all these people that are actually doing like the fitness influencer shit. So I've been taping stuff and I'm being funny. I'm like, I'm not putting this out. And then also, like, you know what it is? It's like when you're out with friends having fun and someone goes, "Oh, you're gonna take a picture." It's like when I'm working out, I want to just work out. Like the idea of like setting up a camera type shit like that. So I'm done with that. That shit's fucking annoying. But I also just find I don't know, it's tough fitting in training for a specific activity versus just being like, I got to fit in a workout. But I did a crazy workout tonight because shout out RPM Training. They sent me some gear. This guy sent me like he had to set up a delivery and he sent me like a plate, like a full, like I'm talking like a delivery like pallet, like 2 pallets, like 1,000 pounds of gear on it. And I was like, I don't even know. I had to like sneak it into my apartment. I was like, there's no way I can have like a squat bar in my apartment. Like, you know what I mean? Like I have
Was that kind of stuff?
yeah, he's
Oh
got
my God.
apparently I got to check out his videos because apparently he's got like great videos. But the thing I love the most is he sent me a sandbag, like a 55-pound sandbag. So I've been having fun with that. And then I also I mean now I got like a barbell, so I'll hoist it up and like do squats, which I have fun with. But he sent me like one of those step up boxes, which I was annoyed about because I was like, I don't have space for this. Like, why am I but now that's saving my life because like tonight I did couple hundred weighted step ups. So I'm coming for you, Robert. Not really. I gotta like I finally found some outdoor steps, but like I didn't have enough time to I don't know where I'm at. I need to like get inside a building with like a similar amount of steps to whatever that climb is and see where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at. I did the first week I did 1,000 like, but it was like up down. So I did 1,000 up, but it's different with the break of coming back down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know like what my base is.
But you probably do. All right. Someone asked what jams you listen to when you work out.
Sometimes I listen to nothing. That's how much of a serial killer I am. Like if
I don't listen to anything when I work out either.
it depends. Like if I'm in the house, I might put on music, but if I'm outdoors, I'm not listening to anything. I like to be one with the universe. But if I'm in the house, I'll just listen to jam bands or whatever the fuck I listen to. Tonight I was just listening to some Fish.
Some Fish. Didn't someone from Fish in like the early 2000s get busted for being a pedophile or something? I
Not
feel
as
like
far as I
maybe
know.
it was a rumor or something. But
I mean, it could be. Back in the 90s, you were allowed to do that stuff, so that wasn't even being a pedophile.
it was allowed. You were allowed to write songs about it back in the 50s and shit.
Who had stuff? Well, I guess Good Morning Little Schoolgirl.
That was
You ever hear the lyrics to that song?
not that one.
Pull it up. It's I mean, you want to talk about lyrics that should not exist in a song. I'm a little schoolboy too.
Who sings it?
I only know the Grateful Dead version, but it definitely predates them. I think it's like a old school cover.
School is I'm a little schoolboy too. Is that what it's called?
No, Good Morning Little Schoolgirl is
Oh.
the song.
Hold on, everybody.
I was talking about this on another show, but this will be an interesting last conversation. But you can play the song. We can even listen to it in the background.
I don't know if I can do that. Hold on. Come on. Okay. I'm sorry, Robbie.
It's all good.
Thanks for being so gracious and being so famous and talking to me. Damn.
Well, I'll talk about this other thing in the meantime. I saw a clip from Wedding Crashers recently. That is one creepy ass movie. Like, can you imagine them putting that one out now?
Where you're just trying to get all the girls you can, or?
Yeah, but it's like by lying that you're attending weddings and then like they go to a house for a whole weekend and like they're lying. It's like, it's a little bit much. And then I was watching another show though, which I thought that this one was interesting. Find the, let's go with the.
Is it Muddy Waters? I like Muddy Waters.
I do like Muddy Waters. Let's play the Grateful Dead version though. It's with when Pigpen was still in the band. I love that old school Grateful Dead stuff with Pigpen when it was kind of a bluesier. But I was watching on Amazon. They have that Jack Reacher show. And you want to talk about a handsome fella. You should pull up a picture of that guy without a shirt on. That guy was a monster of a human being. I
The
mean,
guy who's
like,
acting in that, it's not Tom
Yeah.
Cruise in the show.
it's not Tom Cruise. This guy's probably like 6'7", just like cut like anything. Must be on all the steroids. Probably looks better than The Rock. Pull up while I'm just trying, pull up a picture of him. If I had to suck a guy's dick, it would probably be this guy's. No, I'm kidding. That's not what I'm into. But what was I? All right, I was trying to talk about so there's a scene where there's a female cop in the show that's hot that kind of like tries asking him out. And then there's like more than one scene where they end up like sleeping in the same hotel room together. And you're like, what's going on? Like, am I not going to get to see a sex scene here? Like, what is happening right now? Like, I don't understand why this guy's not making a move. And then he's in the shower at one point, taking a shower. And then the lady character gets undressed and just steps into the shower with him. And I was like, well, I'm not saying that's not hot, but I was like, is this the new like Hollywood consent thing where it's like they're trying to showcase women are supposed to like be the initiators?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's such like a different unit, or maybe, you know, we all just need to be 6'7" and that jacked so that you never have to initiate it. Like that you can just be that attractive.
Hold on. Sorry. Okay, this is the guy. That guy? Can you see it?
He's kind of got a dumb face there. He almost looks like
I was gonna say his face is dumb, but if he has a good body, then that's one.
He almost looks like he's in an Ice Baby cover band. What's that? Vanilla Ice. Like Vanilla Ice's less famous brother.
I don't know.
Use Bing, not Google Images.
No, I don't know. This just pulled up this time. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It was on Google Images. Oh, because I clicked on a picture. So, okay, this guy. Yeah, he's kind of hot. 6'7". You think he's pretty tall?
Yeah, unless they're, you know, playing with the camera. Might not be 6'7", 6'2", 6'3". Look at that. Look how cut he is there. In that middle one, I think that's him.
Right here?
Down.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Okay, hold on. He probably doesn't look like that all the time. Yeah, he looks like big. He's definitely big.
He actually looks more cut there than in the show. In the show, he's bigger. You know, go check it out in your own time.
I'll watch it. I'm gonna take your.
It wasn't good. It wasn't. I don't know why I came across a clip on YouTube and then I wasted a day like fast forwarding shit just so I could finish it. You ever do that where you're like, I started this and I have to finish it, but I don't want to finish it?
Yeah, sometimes I'll just watch like the end, the last episode or something.
Just get to it.
Okay, are we still doing this?
Let's play this super creepy song, but it's a great song.
Should I play this version, you think, right here? It looks like a bit.
Yeah, we can go for that. You can play that one right there. That's going to be the album version, so it's a little shorter. Not as much jam, but for the purposes of this, that works.
Oh, shit. It didn't go to the new screen, did it? Sorry, everybody. Look at there. Let me put up. Okay, pause. Boom. Stop sharing. Boom. Share screen. Okay. Here we go. Can you hear it?
Let's wait for these lyrics. Great song, though.
Will they ever get to the words? Because it is a jam band, so.
Just give it 10 minutes. You give it 10 or 15 minutes and statutory rape. I like him young. Oh, I pick them up outside the school.
Little school girl, can I come home with you?
You.
I tell your mother and your papa, I'm
I'm a little schoolboy too.
Come on now, pretty baby, I just can't help myself. You're so young and pretty.
Young and pretty.
I don't need nobody else.
Wonder, does Muddy Waters write
Morning, little school girl, can I come home with you? Don't you hear me crying? Oh, hey! Oh.
I'm done with lyrics. I always thought Backdoor Man was a song about anal sex, and it's not.
About the break of day.
Maybe they're talking about college.
On the count of the way you treat me.
it? What, this song or the Backdoor Man?
This song.
Come on now, pretty baby. Darling, come on home. You know I love you, baby. I got to get you all alone. Good morning, little school girl. Can I come home with you? Can't you hear me crying? Oh, hey!
All right, we can call it there. I mean, I'll listen to this forever, but you know, the fans are like, I don't get it.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, Robbie.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. You want to plug more stuff real quick if you want?
Check out Run Your Mouth. Get when I do the briefings, you can find out everything that's going on in the news. And then Summer Porch Store coming up, all the dates I mentioned before. But to recap, this Saturday, Las Vegas, Nevada. Next weekend, Farm Out in Michigan. Weekend after that, Washington, D.C., Maryland, and North Reading, PA. And then closing out the tour at the Forest House. Smoke Out, Bug Out, live concert, and stand-up comedy. Going to be a hell of a time.
It will be. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
You should wear like a gown dress for the porch tour by you.
For the porch
Like
tour?
it's prom. Yeah, you should do it big.
All
Like a
right.
real like evening gown. Like it's like going
Go
to the
all
opera.
out.
Yeah, and you're super rich. I'm actually going to request that maybe everyone dresses that way for the taping.
We could do that.
Yeah, just like it's the fucking opera, everybody. Show some respect to the king.
All right. Bye, everybody.